What is going on, people? Welcome back. Johnny here. I decided to swap these out and do cotton instead. I'm also going... We have this heavy fur. Where the hell did it go? It's in here somewhere. Right there. We can make 2 sets of tribal wear out of that. And Barker here is a relatively good crafter. I don't know why he's not doing it. You might be too cold to go back out. Indeed. Let's go back to warm. Yeah, why aren't you doing that? Need material. Alright, what was this? Heavy fur. Bills. Details. Ah, there's your issue. Okay, heavy fur it is. There you go. I should get him making that. They're insulting each other. Ah, man. And he should be a much better crafter than she is, correct? She's a 2. He's a 4 with a passion. Alright, there's some more research done. What does it make sense to do next? Fire foam might be useful at some point. Mortars. Yeah, we'll probably get that type of raid, but the cold should deal with it. They're not going to get a chance to lob too many shells at us. Smoke pop, biofuel. We are going to need biofuel at some point as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll unrestrict you. Alright, let's see what we end up with here. It's normal. And what is its insulation? 29.7. Your sheep wool. Oh yeah, much better. I'm going to let him finish the other one first. Okay, hold on. Did I misread how much that was going to give us? Okay, apparently I did. Somehow in my brain, I thought it said 30. It says 60. But we do have bison wool here, which is pretty significant as well. So why aren't we using that? That's why. There you go. Alright. And I think we're going to try and keep her... She's eating. Go ahead and force wear this. Yeah, much better. What does that get you to? Negative 42. That's pretty significant. He's at negative 32 right now. Doesn't want to finish that. Gotta watch her health since she's out and about. Ooh, that's freaking painful right there. But we have a bunch of steel just waiting. Alright, so that one ended up normal as well. And it is 25.7. He is wearing 2 items. 7.6. Yeah, we can definitely get you doing better with that. So he was at negative 32 as it was, and this is going to take him to negative 38. Perfect. And then you can unrestrict. We'll do some mining. You, my dear, are at 17%. Now you're at 22%. I don't want that steel sitting over there. Holy cow. Good, she's going to bed. He's in good shape. Don't get frostbite. Damn it. Last second. Go ahead and tend it. Left pinky. That is the slowest tending on the planet, no doubt, due to her very cold situation. 19%. That's as good as we're going to get. He's already shivering pretty bad. Yeah, you have to go back inside, sir. Well, we're getting there. Don't get injured. I don't want to wake her up, too. There you go. Perfect. Alright, at least the place stays clean. No one cleans under this door. Oh, it's because it's not in the zone. Alright, you can be restricted to inside. Maybe you'll clean up this area, too. Oh, yeah, tidy that up. That's nice. Oh, he just did some construction too. I don't know why he won't do this one. Oh, because it's outside of his zone. Watch this. Expand inside. There you go. Haha. Take that. He's not fast at it, but who cares? Can't. Oh, I guess he could botch that. Health. Shivering. 2.2. Falling off quick. Unrestrict. Well, despite all the insults, we've been managing the moods. Disturb sleep as well as insults. She's really hungry. Get up and do something. And let's babysit him. He should get this last chunk done here before he comes back, I hope. Holy cow, that's bad. Alright, good. He's coming back. She's headed out to do the power. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. She's working on the door. She flubbed last time. She's at 70%. In terms of manipulation, we're going to take her back inside as well. Let's just do inside. You do inside as well. What's your gear looking like? Good. You? Good. How are we doing for meals? We have 6 of those. What happened to all of our fine meals? There was a big stack of them somewhere. Don't tell me they ate them all. We can cook a bunch right now. We have a bunch of rice. Nope, I guess we don't have any because they're not showing up here and no one's holding them. That's one meal. They didn't set them outside, did they? No. We do need to put an order in to do the mining over here. We did end up with 1,200 silver, which is pretty awesome. I think the fine meals have been helping the moods quite a bit. Seems worthwhile if we're going to have him just standing around, right? So we have to deconstruct this. And then we can install this. I also wanted to see, someone mentioned you could deconstruct clothing, but I think you need a mod for that. That should get him cooking. And since we have over 100 food, we'll get a fair amount of meals out of that. And she's still shivering despite all that. You gotta be kidding me. What's the temp in here? So I don't think that door is working because it's sideways. It's a tiny bit warmer, so maybe it is. It's only pulling heat from here. I don't want to have to build another wall section because we're going to end up deconstructing it at some point. She can be unrestricted right now. I want to build another bed too. After he's done cooking, perhaps I'll do some smelting. I want to get that silver as soon as I can though, in case we get another trade ship. We're going to need those materials. Yeah, go ahead and clean all that snow up for whatever it's worth. It's not worth frostbite though. Alright, you go back to the warm zone. Alright, we got that milk as well. That's going to work like meat, so that's fantastic. Rice is still our main limiter. It's interesting that you can go to the inside zone. It's interesting that she's not cleaning. She has nothing else to do, really. How's the rice doing? 89%. So what do we want to build next? Let's build this and make sure our power conduit's going to reach it. We may end up needing more power because of all this, which is a bit problematic as well. We can build another one of these right here. Make sure none of them are blocked. Take your eyes off them for a second. They end up blocked sometimes. You're still shivering. Alright, so let's go ahead and unrestrict you. How are we doing for components? We have 35. We could really use some space chunks, Randy. I can't have her building this while she's cold. She's gonna go through the... bloody hell, she's gonna wake him up. That's what she's gonna do. And what are your needs in terms of rest? good. That's what she's doing next. Awesome. Well, everybody's asleep for the minute. Well, he has jumped up. He's going to get back to cooking. This rice is going to be ready to go, which is good. We'll just leave the stove up. We won't smelt right away. Once he's done with this, we'll get him out there working again. All right, so we can do one more meal here. We ended up with a ton of meals, which is amazing. Look at the trash in her room here. It's down to awful. Better not have awful bedroom here. Do some cleaning right away. There you go. You guys hang out and insult each other for a quick minute. All right, you made all the meals you can make. Disconnect this for the minute. You can unrestrict. And you're going to do some cleaning, which is interesting. Why won't you construct? I don't know. I have no idea why she's doing that. Alright, you're just going to stand there like a dummy. Alright, now you can go to the inside zone. Okay. So that answered our question there. We need more power in that general area. You need to go to the inside zone as well. Alright, it connected over there, so maybe we just need to reconnect it. No, too far, so power. Maybe one more tick will get us what we need. And the rice is almost ready to go, which is good. We'll have her harvest that, and then he can plant it. Sorry, I got it backwards. She can harvest it and replant. He can cook. And as soon as she starts doing that, we'll just go ahead and reconnect this. There you go. And the cotton is at 41%. The temperature outside is negative 201. That's pretty shiza. Alright, she's cleaning. Health looks good. Let's unrestrict you. We just need that tick of power built. So somewhere in this wall, architect power, we're going to have to move that little tick of power that we were using to shut things off. Quest active, stash of fortune, hyperweave, and an artistic neurotrainer. If I had that, I would sell it. Alright, can I use this now? Yes. Most awesome. Alright. So then the next thing to do is build the rest of these. She's going to go research, she thinks. Let's check your health. Yeah, you should probably just go inside for a minute. He's cooking up the food, then we'll get him to do the smelting. Oh, it's so painful. That's all you can cook, apparently. We have meat. I see not a single grain of rice here, so let's uninstall this. We need to be watching the power now, too, considering we're going to add a bunch of heaters. So despite this heater, I mean, it's heating this big space, so it makes sense why it's not fully doing what it should, but let's get this installed. This is going to kill the power as well. And what are you going to do? You're going to meditate, which is good. What are you working on? You're praying. Perfect. Soon they'll both have their own bedrooms, which will be phenomenal. We'll have a bigger space here. At least somewhere we can put that bigger research table. So I'm going to reconnect this. Batteries aren't doing as well as you'd like, and then we'll unrestrict him. He should start smelting. Your health situation says you're good to go, so let's go ahead and unrestrict you as well. Alright, 100 more steel coming in. And soon we'll have a walkway on this side, so it won't be so bad. The light's gone out. I don't know that we want her building that in this state. And you go to the inside zone. Hopefully she'll do some cleaning while she's in there. It says she's unactive, but this bedroom better not be awful. Alright, well, they're both asleep again. Okay, the second I hit that button, we got a bulk goods trader. That is freaking massive. I'm going to I'm going to turn that thing off. Who's my best talker? You're a 6 with a passion. You're a 4. This is insanely good. Insanely. She's probably cold. No, not too bad. We're doing it. Okay. Holy shit, people. I might sell off that pemmican. We're definitely not selling that meat. All right, I'm going to think about this for a minute. Okay, so in terms of what we're going to sell, I'm debating on selling the pemmican, but it's nice to have some backup food. Also some travel food, so I'm hesitant on that. We're going to sell the hyperweave for sure. We have 2 smoke leaves left. We're going to end up buying some wood. We're going to sell all the clothes that are going to cause tattered apparel. I'm tempted to sell these, but I guess we're using tribal wear, so we will. And then we have this, which is poor as well. So there's that. We can make cloth as well. I don't know the state of our current toques, so I'm hesitant to sell that for the minute. We're going to sell all that gold that came down from the sky as well. Sadly, we didn't get to mining the other gold. We got bone. They don't have any blocks, so that sucks. But they do have mega sloth wool, which is, I believe, I don't know if they changed it in 1.1, but in 1.0, this was the warmest thing you could get. So I feel like we'd be remiss not to buy a ton of that. It's really going to be steel. We're going to buy 20 wood just to get us back to 100, because we did have to start one fire. And then steel and mega sloth wool. Now it takes 60 to build a single set of clothes, but we could build parkas. Certainly can't afford it all. I think a parka is 100. Ugh. Man, these are definitely the only things worth buying here. I looked at, they do have a marble table we could deconstruct for material, but we're not going to get that much from it. It's just a stupid way to go about getting marble. And we can buy steel and make the walls out of steel for the minute anyways, so there's that. So, the question is, how much do we buy? Clearly we buy everything we can afford. And this is why we should have been doing more mining all along on that other thing of silver, but we didn't really have much time, so we might have had 30 more silver, so it's not the end of the world. We can probably sell this heavy fur. And there's the bison wool too, so the issue with it, it's very warm, but we're not likely to get more anytime soon. So I guess we sell those. We only have 5 medicine, but we're doing okay. Since we don't get sick very often on the ice sheet, we should be okay in that regard. Cloth is renewable, so that's a maybe. And pemmican is a maybe, because it's another roughly $100. 100 silver, even though it has a dollar sign in front of it. Alright, so that's what we have to work with for the minute. So according to the RimWorld wiki, it takes 80 to build a parka, and guinea pig fur is actually the best fur you can have. Mega sloth wool is the second best fur in terms of the insulation against cold. So for 105, we can build a hat and a parka, and it takes 60 more to build tribal wear. And that'll get us the warmest configuration we can have at the minute without the guinea pig fur, which I don't see any of. So 165 of those puts us there. So let's buy enough for... I'm tempted to just buy as much as we can, but it also makes sense to buy it in increments that we can use. So 330 should be 2 sets. And then how much steel? Well, alright, so we can get 186 steel and 330 mega sloth wool and get ourselves kitted out optimally. We have a decent crafter. That gets us a toque, a tribal wear, and a parka. Hopefully we have the skill to make a parka. I didn't check that. I think that's going to be our best play. Now, we don't want to sell our meat, because we can make fine meals out of it. But if we sold our pemmican, how much more steel could we buy? 38 more. I think that's worthwhile, if I did the math right. Or the counting right, I should say. But does it make sense to buy anything else while we're here? This is super intriguing. How long do you think it takes for their fur to grow? Can we keep these things alive is what I'm trying to say. Because if we could get our own pack of fur going, that would be phenomenal. Now, do you have to butcher them, or do they just grow fur and need shearing? I don't know. I've never had guinea pigs before. Maybe I'll go check that. Well, first let's look at the price on them. They're pretty stinking expensive, but if we bought a male and a female... Alright, I think you have to butcher them, based on what the RimWorld wiki's telling me, in which case we're not even going to consider it. So this is where we're at. Let's double check one last time. We could sell that meat, but we're not going to. We have 2 cats we can butcher, but I want to keep the fine meals coming as long as possible. We could sell some components. We're not going to need this many components. What if we went down to 20? See, the bloody problem is you only get 18 for them. But over time, more space chunks should fall, right? So if we had 20, what are we going to need to make that requires components? Probably not that much. And that gets us a fair amount of additional steel. I think we're going to do that. I think it's worthwhile. And we won't need this toque then, so that gets us more steel. 7 more, since we're going to have Megasloth wool, plus we're going to take off the toques we're wearing. Okay, anything else? I don't want to run out of component. We won't need... we are going to put in some floors. The floors are relatively low priority, but we're not going to get a lot for this. Okay, we got 14 more for 41 cloth. And that's about 1 harvest. That's not a big deal. A little more than 1 harvest, assuming she doesn't botch it. So I think that's worthwhile as well. Okay, I think we're done now for the 5th time. Awesome. So the next bet is to get that stuff hauled in ASAP. It's worth the risk of waking that dude up. We don't want this stuff deteriorating any. She needs to sleep, but she'll get there in a minute. We didn't finish our smelting, so we'll finish that. Alright, with going in and out 18 times. Where the hell are you going? You're going to dig at silver ore. I'd rather we reconnect this and get you to do that for us. Alright, awesome. I gotta check the time. Well, a big cheers to the patrons: Alexander, Viking Brandon, Cobra Samurai, Cornell B, Dappergo, Dirtle Dave, Thauburn, Frederick, Henry Wallace, Howard Shan, Josh Grace, Michael Rakestraw, Wake Mata, President Lux, Seamus, Shiggy, Tyrannex, Typhios. You guys are awesome, awesome people. I very much appreciate your support. I'm going to let it go for a few more minutes here, but just need to get that in so I don't forget. Also, watch the batteries. We did put some more heaters on. Oh, we're doing phenomenal for power here. Even if this light was on, we'd still be growing. Alright, so this is the last thing. So let's uninstall that. And let's reconnect. Uninstall. And let's go ahead and... I want to get them fully kitted out because I want to see what their ability is going to be. Alright, so add a bill. We can't even make toques. We need a tailoring bench. Didn't consider that. Okay, so just deconstruct that. Let's go look at the tailoring benches. Yikes. Makes more sense to build it out of wood, man. Okay, butcher. Let's butcher these cats and sell their fur as well. Hopefully that dude doesn't leave comms range before we get these two butchered and put away. So it looks like we're going to end up with 50. You had to be shitting me. And that's why perhaps we shouldn't have sold the pemmican. Alright, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to restrict her to inside so that she works on that, though. And you... get that hauled, and then when he drops it, you call them back and sell that. And I think we'll buy some more wood. Alright, good. Alright, so it's worth a fair amount. Well, that was not what we intended to do, so it's $1.68. Yikes. And we have 88. Alright, we can buy the better part of what we need. Is there anything else we can sell? I don't think so. I think we just went through that. We don't want to sell any of that meat. Alright, well that's going to get us what we need anyways. We'll buy as much as we can. We'll make the wooden tailor bench. We got one little drop of silver out of that as well, so we can deconstruct this, and then let's go ahead and build that tailor bench out of wood. Yeah, get that done first. Where are you headed? Yeah, that's okay. Let's do that. If we can get some more silver fast, which we're not going to. Look at... No, you already have to go back. Alright. Go back inside. So by the time he got there, he got one tick of mining done. Oh dear Lord, how are you not frostbite yet? And why aren't you working on this? Let's get that built. Then we can get this guy tailoring once he recovers from his hypothermia. Blight's a real son of a bitch, man. Ah, good. I'm glad that you grabbed all the wood while you were over there. I would like it if you would merge the wood as well. And what's your health situation? Still shivering. Alright, so you are also shivering. The whole world's shivering. You go inside. Reconnect this. It shouldn't take nearly as much power as that smelter was. How are we doing for steel? 505. That's phenomenal. Alright, bills. Add a bill. Alright. So we're going to make 2 of each of these. Travelware. This better take 80. If that wiki steered me wrong, I'm going to have a bloody heart attack. Clear all. Only want to use Mega Slothful. One thing to note was that cloth shirts sold for 30-something bucks each, which is pretty good. And then we want toques as well. Okay. And then we don't want you to be cold when you're doing it. Alright, perfect. So you should tailor over mine, which means it should be safe to unrestrict you. Now you are still shivering. Alright, well I'm going to put a break in, so thanks for watching. Please consider some support. It would very much, just $1 a month, man. It's nothing to you. It would help me out quite a bit. Alright, there's your tribal wear. Frick, turn out poor. 30.3. Well, it's better than what you're wearing. What about you? It's better than what either of them's wearing, so it's as good as it's going to get. We're not going to get guinea pig fur. Anyways, $1 a month. If you're enjoying this, please think about it. How'd that one turn out? Ooh, that one turned out good. 37. Look at the difference on the quality. That's insane. 7 degrees. I'll see you guys next time.